Good morning and welcome to Friday's Pip Talk. Today is the 29th of November 2019 and we go over a Friday review just on the markets and what's happened so far. Before we do get into that, if you are watching this on YouTube, don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell for notifications. Also, with that being said, litcapital.co.uk is now officially live. Make sure you register for free to get access to our education academy. A lot of information on here, and there will be a lot of information to come. So be sure to register for free and get access to our trader talk and also to our education academy. Now let's get into this. What we have a look at this week, if you do recall, I sent out a few setups to monitor. Now we have had a very slow week. We've just had the American Thanksgiving, which was yesterday. Which of course would simply mean the New York session was pretty much dead. And just from a daily perspective, we can see here with Euro NZD, we are still looking for a dominant push down before we look at buying this pair. Okay. With that being said, I do know today there is some consumer price index. CPI comes out at 10 o'clock, about an hour, just over an hour. So we'll see what happens really today in regards to the euro. But ultimately, I am looking at a push down just to grab some more liquidity before it goes up. I am looking overall bullish on this setup. However, in order for it to become bullish, it does need to come down into our discounted prices. So keep your eyes peeled for that. Anywhere beneath the 62% zone would be an area I'd look to buy, providing I see more confluences. But at the moment, just bear in mind, we are on the last day of the trading week, so we may not see a move as dramatic as we would hope. But with that being said, we are still looking for the buy, which means we're wanting this price to come down. I'm not selling this at the moment because for me, this I missed my entry. But what I will do is I'll happily wait for the price to drop lower to show me a sign before I can get into the trade and look to actually buy it. Above that, we have silver. Silver, very quickly, guys. I haven't really gone too much into depth with silver, but what I would say is this on the daily does, again, look very bearish. I am looking for a pullback. I'm looking somewhere above, we're very simply here. It says the lit. I've got a lit alert. If price does come back up to here, which is the mitigation zone highlighted in red, if price can come back around this area, I would be looking to short this and follow it down. And if you guys, to all the gold traders out there, you'll see this setup works hand in hand for gold as well. Euro USD, for myself personally, haven't really seen much this week, but with that being said, we are looking to have price come back up to mitigate before we look at moving down. Again, we do have, the consumer price index to be released later today in just over an hour. So we do want to see what price can, we want to see what price can do. But with that being said, we're not going to be overly optimistic and believe the price can range up as well as coming down. These moves may only happen next week, but the point is what we do want to be ready for is the opportunity. Moving on to AJ, my favorite pair. I sent this out as a swing all the way back over here. Over here. So yeah, this has been a really nice trade for us. What I was looking for was for price to actually come again beneath 50% so that I could look to potentially give out some buys. Price hasn't come down to where I've wanted it to come. Therefore, I haven't spoken on this trade. But if you are still in this trade and you've managed to actually jump into this around this area, then you're well over 300 pips that you've banked for this pair. I would like to see it test lower, but we are at the end of the month, so it's very important to look at the higher time frames to actually see what they're showing you, because the weekly is showing me that it's really just it's bearish, and the monthly The monthly's also showing me that it's bearish. So, let's really just get through this month. Let's see how today pans out, and let's see what the new month brings us next week. So, with that being said, I will move on to pound NZD. Now, GN, you may have noticed, guys, I do like my NZD trades. NZD, GN. Again, I'm bullish on this. I am bullish on the pound moving higher. Despite everything that's gone on, the uncertainty in our economy, I'm definitely bullish on the idea. However, with that being said, there is still imbalances beneath, highlighted here in this blue zone, also up here. I would like to see price come down lower to grab liquidity before price looks to push higher. So you can see this is a 600 plus pip move downwards to fill the imbalance. I'm not expecting price to drop 600 pips, but I tell you what, price could definitely come down 100 or 150 before it looks to turn around. If you know pound pairs, they often range within 100 pip plus ranges. So I mean, if this range here, for example, that's 300 pips. So it's not unordinary to think that we can see a 200 or 300 pip move downwards. So we just want to be on the right side of it. On a daily perspective, this is a nice bearish formation, bearish reversal candle formation. So again, this could be the start of a nice continuous downtrend. I am going to keep you guys updated with this, but please copy the setups. If you have any questions, give us an email, support@LitCapital, or very simply contact us through one of our social platforms and ask away. We've got a free Telegram. The link will be in the description. Be sure to jump into it and put yourselves in a position, guys, where you can start learning and earning. Pound NZD potentially about to form the same bearish reversal. Again, still looking for price to come lower. I'm not convinced that price is ready to go up yet, because I still believe there is liquidity below. So with that being said, I will end on NZD USD. I actually got you guys to close this trade. This was a trade which we sent out on the Sunday, I believe, on the Monday last week. It was midway through last week. That's the one. Unfortunately for this, we haven't really seen price do much. I mean, today's probably the highest we've really seen it move. It's just really ranged and really just stayed in a dead area. So it's not a trade that we really want to hold. But more importantly, guys, it's important to have a risk to reward ratio. Have a good stop loss. We've got a 35 pip stop loss here with 134 pip gain, a nice 3-to-1 risk to reward ratio. So it means if we are catching any losses, which is inevitable, okay, if we are catching any losses, this always means for us that when we catch a win, these wins heavily outweigh the losses. So that's it for me today. Hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. We're going to keep you guys informed and updated via the Telegram. Please be sure to subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, and most importantly, have a wonderful weekend. And remember, guys, every day is money day.